Welcome back to the journey to my first $1 million, man. First of all, make some noise for me. Hey, look, if this is your first time here, and I know you sitting there wondering, this man just cheered for himself? Yes. As I say in every single video, and I won't stop on this whole journey to my first $1 million, is that if you're not willing to cheer for yourself, then you ain't never gonna make it in life, right? If you're always looking for that outside validation to approve you and to tell you you're doing such a great job and to pat you on your back, then man, it's gonna be a tough road for you, because at the end of the day, you definitely gotta believe in yourself before other people can even start believing in you. All right, so today's video is a little different. By the way, if you've been enjoying my series, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe. You already know the like button helps out the algorithm. I'd be appreciative of it. And then comment your thoughts below, man. But today's video is a little bit different. It is my 8-month update to moving to LA. I don't know if y'all ever had this problem when you like searching, because I know a lot of people be wanting to move to LA, and I just remember when I was searching for videos, man, I couldn't find anything that like kind of gave me the context that I needed. So I've been trying to give updates from a perspective of somebody who's like more on their ish, you know what I mean? And I definitely done grinded and took a lot of L's in life, so I can also like provide those perspectives on things that I just feel like some people here, they was more like always complaining about LA, and LA is an amazing place, but it really just depends on your circumstances when you get here, okay? But let's get right into it. So 8-month update to LA. How am I feeling? Let's go. By the way, I am going to be covering this more from an entrepreneur mindset. So like I would not, and I think I said this in my first video ever moving to LA, I would not move to a place like LA if my plan was to just go to happy hours and work a remote job or work a job, go to happy hours and clubs every weekend. I would not move to LA. For me, it is way too expensive for something like that. Unless your job is really paying you really, really good. Like there's so many other places that you could probably go that's cheaper. So this is more from the entrepreneur mindset versus just moving. But hey, all context can help you on your journey. So let me get right into it though. So the first thing I'm gonna cover is where to live. I already went over this in the last video about the different areas. So I'm just kind of give you an update on me living in Studio City and my thoughts there. Personally, I love it here. Like, I definitely venture a lot to West Hollywood because that's where like more things is popping and going on a little bit. But like Studio just works for someone like me because I am chill for the most part. And then when I'm actually out and about, I'm lit. You know what I mean? So it's just like one of those things where I like to be able to kind of just be out the way and like work on my grind, work on my business, and then when I'm ready to get out to the mix, I can get there. I feel like over in West Hollywood, it's a little bit more mixy more often. So I would definitely say if you are moving here, you want to be on the scene daily, West Hollywood would probably definitely be a better choice than Studio City. Like I will admit that, but I personally love it here in general. And yeah, and as you know, you got Santa Monica and all those things, and you might ask me about Venice, but like I don't go to the beach, right? I'm not a beach person, and that's a great thing to know. I've been here for 8 months. I've been to the beach one time, but I have been to Venice and Santa Monica before in Malibu, but it's like, it just don't, while I think it's a beautiful scene, it just doesn't appeal to me. Like I don't go tan, like I can't really get in the water or my locks will get wet and I gotta waste time drying them. So it's just not for me. So if that's also the beach life, and I know people here, they make that drive. I wouldn't. It's like an hour, and you gotta make that at the perfect time, or you gonna be mad. That's like an hour there, hour back, 2 hours out of my day to go to the beach. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So that's just an update on kind of just the location. Studio City is perfect for me and my lifestyle. You know what I mean? All right. Having financial backing. This is something I definitely want to cover. Okay. I just want everybody to understand this ain't. There's a story. Oh my God, I wish I could remember the actor's name, but I don't at the moment. If I remember it, I'll bring it up. And she told a story about how she moved to LA. And y'all probably heard this story a million times. She moved to LA. She had no money in her account. She lived out her car. She worked really hard, and then her life blew up. You feel me? And then she ended up becoming an actor, and now she's a superstar, and she's so happy she chased after her dream. Phenomenal story from the 2000s. But let me update you all with something right now. This ain't the 2000s. This is 2023. And people's mentalities in the world has changed a lot since then. So moving here and being flat broke is not going to serve you, okay? First and foremost, let me tell you why that is. Because, okay, I know people can network and get connected and everything, but like I'm gonna speak from the reality of like I'm literally watching it happen daily and like just watching LA destroy people because of this. And so because they come out here with that mentality that like I can just make it without nothing. So the first issue with it is that you're gonna come off desperate. okay? And while you might look at it as, no, I'm just a hard worker, people will know you're desperate. Those people you're trying to get connected to, they'll know you desperate. You really need them. And so you'll do things for the bare minimum, or you'll do things that'll test your character. And the truth is, you still might not actually get put on, because at the end of the day, they know you need them really bad. You need them, like, for whatever they can do for you, because you just ain't got it. And so when you come out here and you already desperate, y'all can already kind of see where that's going to end up putting your life at. You feel me? Now, if that's just, if you're okay with it, wherever that could lead you, that's cool. But I'm sure if y'all let your imagination swing in a little bit, like, you can just see how even when it comes to people fooling with you, though, so we ain't got to go off people using you. It's like, you can't do anything if you ain't got no money. So if somebody wants you to come to events, but they always got to pay for it. They always got to put you on. Like, so now you come in needing. You need so much. You need people to invest in you. You need people to put you on. You can see just the problem. So I would not come here without any financial backing at all. And I'm not saying you need to have like a job or something lined up. If you do, oh my gracious, that is phenomenal. But man, you definitely want to have some. Man, I probably wouldn't move out here unless I had like 10,000 saved up. If you ain't had no job. Like, I'm just being honest and being real, because it's just so many things that you got to invest into to get yourself off the ground. Now, Freddie, what are these things you talking about? I got y'all. So, like, I think another thing to remember is just professionalism, okay? And what that means is, if you coming out here, you want to be an actor, right? It's a great example. You're going to need headshots, okay? You're going to need to go to acting class. Headshots, 400 and up, okay? Acting class, $250 a month and up, okay? You're gonna need to get real footage. If that comes a part of your acting class that's lit, a lot of times it doesn't. That's gonna be another $200, to get going. You're gonna need an IMBP Pro account. That's like $100 and something a year. You're gonna need an Actors Access account. It's free, but to upload things on there, to be able to even submit yourself for things, costs money. So you just see my point, and it's like, and people won't even take you serious if you don't even have the foundational things in place. Like, and it's the flip token with modeling. Like, if you get casted, what I mean by that is, like, you're in a bar working, and someone does see you and they think you're really attractive, and you just got this look that they need, because remember, there's plenty of attractive people out here. So attraction just isn't it. Now it's like that unique look they're looking for. So attraction, I'm not saying it based on some model type of, like, Baywatch type of look and feel, because attractive is now set to whatever campaign they're shooting for, okay? And so even with that, it's like, unless you actually get casted, then how are you going to get it, like, agent? You're going to need to pay for shoots with people to be able to build your portfolio. Then you're still going to have to get headshots for that. And you got to be able to submit to these agencies, because, like, if you're submitting some boo-boo pictures, they're going to be like, this person isn't professional. Like, why would they don't even take themselves serious. Why would I take them serious? And that's the part that a lot of people fall short on, because they want the glory and the fame, and they feel like they put in the work, but they don't, or they feel like they submit and they getting rejected. But it's like, how professional do you come off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you submit and everything is in order and you got all the things you would need and they was professionally done, oh, now people know you take you serious, because you already, it's like 4 million people here chasing after their dreams, chasing after their aspirations. How can you stand out? You know what I mean? And I know, like, right now, even if you, like, in your town, and I'm not, like, saying this ain't true, but if you, like, in your town and you're it, I can, like, you got to truly be unique to come out here to LA and still be it, right? You still got to have something about you that stands out, you feel me? So I just want to, like, throw that out there. And it's no like, malice, no hate. Y'all already know, if you watch my channel, I want to see everybody win, but I also want to make sure I keep it straight with everybody, so that way you just don't come out here with these false expectations. So you definitely want to have to get your bag up a little bit. And yeah, and I covered all that, like, just not being desperate, having some financial backing, being able to invest in yourself. So that's major. Now for networking, okay? You definitely need to meet people, and you need to know people, because everybody's connected to something in some type of way, and it may not even be what gets you to the next level. But if you are an introverted individual that doesn't really like speaking to people, ooh, it's gonna be tough, because, like, just the more people you know, the more opportunities that you get. And remember, it's not about them putting you on, but I'll give y'all a great example. Like, I had met somebody, like, my first month of coming here, right? They knew I was taking acting classes and everything else like that. And they also knew that I was on my ish, because I'm in tech. And so I already have a financial backing, you feel me? And I got, like, my own spot and all these other things. And he called me literally, like, probably like 3 weeks ago. And he was like, right before I started this, so maybe like right there in the middle of December, he's like, yo, somebody just dropped out of this commercial. Can you submit for this? And this. And like I ended up submitting for the commercials, wasn't picked. No big deal there. Again, I wasn't prepared professionally. Well, I got my headshots done. Well, I got some real footage. It's just a couple other things I need to get on my end to be able to come off professional. And that's literally what casting said. Like they emailed me back. They liked the video, but they was like, can we see your resume? Can we see like your actors access page? And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, and so it's just like, even if they weren't going to bring me on, they rather get somebody that's more prepared and more professional looking before they turn around and do that. You know what I mean? I'm not looking from this standpoint. I mean, looking from a portfolio standpoint that was ready to go, you know? And so I just think that's really important. And also another thing to think about when networking is, okay, I'll give y'all something I've been thinking about. I was going to make a separate video about this because I'm already on here. Let's just do it. So I ended up moving. I moved to Studio City. My apartment is like $2,000 a month, okay? And I really do enjoy it, but there was another apartment at this other complex that was like $2,500 for a 1-bedroom a month. Now, when you said all that, you're like, woo! And I clearly didn't go that route because I was like, well, I'd rather just keep my money. But I'm going to be honest with y'all about something that you just got to recognize about LA. LA is a networking place, and when people reach certain points, they go to these places, okay? And so the complex, like every single person, I live literally across the street from the complex, funny enough, and every person that comes to visit me is over there. It's like, oh, I thought you stayed there. I thought you stayed there. And they're not playing me, but it's just like, that's the presence and energy that I give off in general. And it's just like, the next thing I learned, because I'm always like outside walking and reading and meeting everybody like in the neighborhood, everyone over there is like influencers, actors, models, but they're actually like doing good for themselves. Do y'all feel me? And so, and even the complex layout is so funny. They're like, they got a full gym, they got a huge pool, they got the whole outdoor area with the pool tables and ping pong tables. Then they got a big lounge area for just if you want to be able to work but not be in your house. But like, I didn't think none of those things was important because I felt like, well, I can just get everything done on my own like I always do. But that's when. So in LA, that's when that $500 matters, okay? And this is something I honestly was thinking on recently, where I was like, man, I might actually gotta move and go to that spot because it's just like, now you're connected. Now you're in the mix. Now, when I'm doing these videos like this or I'm editing them afterwards, like I would be doing them in the lounge. So you naturally gonna meet other people editing their videos, and you're gonna be able to connect that way with other influencers and other people in their ish. And then you already live in the same complex, so people take you more serious. You feel me? So I would just definitely tell y'all when you're looking for spots and when you're doing different things to like factor in the point that if you end up choosing a low-key spot way out the way, like that you see the complex ain't really got that many people there or anything like that, so you can save money, just recognize that means that now you need to put yourself out there more. So whether you spend it on your apartment or whether you spending it going out to events, the money still got to be spent for you to be able to network. All right, everything will happen over email and through Instagram. I'm just being honest with you. So unless you already popping on there, but then I guess in that case you would just move to a nicer complex. So like, just to know, you definitely got to network, and you got to think about things a little bit differently here when it comes to networking. I wouldn't fall victim to the whole club thing. People be like, yo, you got to go to the club to meet people. I'm not a club person. I've been like to a couple since I've been here, maybe 5 in these 8 months. Like, yeah, I met people there, but nobody's going to the club on that tight time. You feel me? And I know people, oh, no, it's possible. Just believe me, like, it's possible, yes. Anything is possible, though, I mean, for gracious. But, like, the reality is these people are at these complexes, these nicer, like, living areas. These people are, like, at other events, seminars, and webinars and things like that. So, like, you're going to have to invest in those things anyway. You know what I mean? So, just important to know when it comes to networking. And now, for the signature one that I know people want to about, relationships. Okay. What I mean is, like, romantic relationships, like dating. What are my thoughts here? Honestly, it just depends. So there are people who are in great relationships out here, and there are people who want to be in great relationships, and there are people who are just out here, right? Just doing their thing. Something I've learned over my time frame being here is that more people, because they don't have a sense of self, fall victim to the LA standard versus staying strong for who they are. What do I mean by that? So it's like, has been naturally, I talk to women, okay? So I've met more women who like, they got little situations, but like their situations ain't going nowhere, and they even tell me like, I wish I could have more, but like this is just LA and this is just how it is and what it do. So what I would definitely tell you is that like if that's your mentality, oh, you're gonna be good. But if you looking to find somebody to like build with, you gotta just remember you going against a standard. Okay, so if you free nilly willy and you just out here trying to be like wild and doing anything, oh, you're gonna do great, you're gonna do phenomenal, you're gonna do amazing. I just want to throw that out there right now. But if you're looking to build with a person, it's definitely not going to be easy just because you're going against a whole standard of LA. And then a lot of people have like, y'all know what it is when people try to change others when like you wanted to really work out and all these other things. So many people who've tried to do that and then that didn't work out for them when you shouldn't even try to do that to begin with. And if they held themselves accountable, their minds wouldn't go there. But y'all know what I'm talking about, because maybe you was that person who then tried to force a person to change. They didn't change. You stayed with them for another year, was miserable, got out that relationship, and instead of you holding yourself accountable for doing that in the beginning, instead you're just upset with the world for, you know, you not being able to be with this person. You know what I'm talking about? And so like you gonna run into a lot of that too with people who like just never had time to work on themselves, because LA is a beast and people come here young. You know what I mean? And they gotta learn it out here. And if they, I would definitely, I personally don't think this is one of the best places to grow in. I think this is a great place to come when you kind of know who you are and what you want to be and what you want to do. Like that is why I've been like successful out here meeting and connecting with people. And as you all gonna see with my podcast, how many people I know, it's like I already know who I am. Like, and then we're gonna go through the things today. I already know who I am. I already have my financial backing that's allowing me to do things like this to build my dreams with the acting and modeling and all these other things, right? Like, I'm already in the spot that I want to be in. So it's just like, and I'm not desperate. That's another big thing. Like, when it's just so many things. So everything I told you all is kind of the things that I've noticed hold people back and like the reasons that I've been thriving, like living out here in LA. So that's just my quick 8-month update, man. I definitely plan on staying. As you clearly see, I'm literally talking about looking at another spot. I'm not going anywhere. I love it here. I think, again, these are some of the best personality people on the planet. No place is perfect. You just got to figure out where you fit in. And overall, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Man, comment your thoughts below. If you live in LA or you planning on coming, or if you got any questions, remember, I only been here 8 months, so I can't answer everything for you, but I'll do my absolute best. And yeah, I'll see everybody at the top.